Yo, this is anything and everything back at it. Dropping another video on coronavirus, and we're just gonna get straight to it. We got over 400 cases in the U.S. Most of those are in Washington State, California. I would say the West Coast. You got a few cases in Florida, 98, 89 cases, 98, 89 cases in New York. That's it. That's 11 in New York City. One of the persons that's infected it's a Uber driver. That's kind of scary. You know, all those people hopped in the car over and over and over. Are all those people infected? Was he contagious? Or how long has he been driving contagious? Uh, so that we have to keep an eye on that. I know New York has declared a state of emergency. So stuff's getting serious out there. Like I said, they had been disinfected New York subway stations every 72 hours. I'm sure that's helping. You got most of the cases, like I said, that were in Washington State. They got over 100 cases, 16 deaths there. You got 19 total deaths across the United States. So just wash your hands when you're out in public. Use hand sanitizer. Just be aware of what's going on. You got 5 cases in Phoenix or in the Phoenix area. They're not really saying where, Maricopa County. So I had said that I was safe. I was safe here where I live, but that's pretty close. It's in my state now. That's 5 cases. They're saying it's community spread here in Phoenix. So just kind of makes you think. How much community spread is there going on? Is it out and about? We just don't know of it because we haven't been testing for it. We dropped the ball on the testing kits multiple times. I'm sure most places do have them now, and they're testing. That's why you're seeing the increase in numbers across all the states. But you just have to keep an eye out. The other thing is don't travel. Uh, I got someone here close to my family that's going around some of these stoppages to not travel, and they went to Mexico to get a plane to travel to Italy, which is just mind-boggling, and they're in 60s. So just makes you think like people are just not watching this, or they're just not caring. But it's something you have to keep an eye out. You got the cases just going up. Still, Iran still 743, South Korea 272, Germany 151. You had Italy at over 1,200 cases in the last 24 hours. The other thing that their scientists are saying is that they think that there's two different cases, two different. It has mutated into one's just a calmer, you don't die from it, and the other one is it's just a killing machine. They're saying South Korea, Japan have just a weaker version of it, and Iran, Italy, it looks like maybe even USA have a much deadlier version of it. So that's something you have to keep an eye out. You got the NBA coming out and talking to the players and letting them know to prepare to play games without fans. You got Italy already playing games without fans. That's pretty wild. You got the where all the fans sit. That's just dark. But the players still go hard. But that's just kind of wild to think. Me as a fan of all sports, the fans is what makes it exciting at the end, and to get them getting loud. Um, and that's just not going to be there. So there's no more home field advantage for these players. It's better players just win the game, I guess. The other thing you have to watch out, keep an eye out, is for India. I think I mentioned this before. India, just population is just wild. Their cases just multiply, just kind of like New York. It started at 12, 22, 44. It just keeps multiplying. That's why you have Italy having a lockdown. They came out last night and said North Italy, which is like Venice, Lombardo, those are all those people are in lockdown right now, quarantine, state by state. So that's real. Is that coming to the states here? Are we gonna get quarantined by state? That makes a little bit more sense. I used to kind of think by city, which how do you track a city, but state. I believe you could kind of put quarantine lines and have people not travel and have it state by state. You could kind of hold it more that way. So that's a smarter way. You see China with Wuhan having 2 months of closure. You can't go out. You can't be out on the streets. People are complaining about food shortages there. So, but you see their numbers. Their numbers are just going down. You had yesterday with one, which I mean, is that believable? But either way, their numbers have not been skyrocketing like before. They're staying consistent. So that's something that we all have to keep an eye out. Do we all have to kind of mimic, be super aggressive about it? You got San Francisco not letting that Grand Princess cruise ship board go come on board because all those people are on there, are infected. You have 21 or 22 cases already coming out of there. 18 of those are crew members. So it just that's scary. Are those are the people that come out and give you the food. Those are the ones that feed you. They walk around the ship everywhere. And if 18 or 19 of those were infected, does that mean the whole ship infected? That's 3,500 people on board on that ship. So I'm not sure how we're gonna bring all those people down. You got Washington area buying that hotel for $4 million. So they're gonna keep the people there, not at the hospital, which I get, but I don't get. So just we have to keep an eye out. One last thing, I mentioned in my last video that dogs were safe. Now they're saying they're coming out and saying that they're not safe. They can test positive for the coronavirus. They get small traces in their system. They are saying they can't pass it back to the humans. So for now, if you have it, stay away from everyone pretty much, but that includes your pets. So that's a correction on my last video. Other than that, let me know on underneath with the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I know I didn't mention that in the beginning, but I am mentioning it now. Stay safe, wash your hands, and yeah, have a good one, guys.